Hey, great Thursday evening, and it's kind of a weird Thursday evening for myself because um, it's going to be a short show. But it's a weird Thursday because I literally forgot what day it was, and I actually had to be at worship service. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. I actually had to be at worship service tonight, and I completely spaced out and forgot. And I got a call from a mama afterwards going like, ¿Dónde estabas? Y yo, well, what do you mean? Good evening, good evening, good evening. Sí, ¿dónde estabas? I said, at the office, because I spent all afternoon at the office. Si no fuiste a la iglesia. And I'm going like, oh, it's Thursday. We have a class on Thursday at this the other church building that we have down 511. I forgot. I just blanked out. And a lot of it has to do because I do travel so much. So I travel and I'm usually not here on Thursdays. It's not an excuse. I'm just hardly ever here. So I didn't go to worship service. And I'm going to get an earful tomorrow because I always go to worship service. But it wasn't done on purpose. It wasn't done out of neglect. Sometimes things just happen. Uh, and I think one of the things that Mama said, he goes, a ver, ¿qué le vas a decir a tu papá? I'm going like, well, the truth? Saludos, saludos, Maria Castorena, Mario Castorena. The truth. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with telling the truth. The truth is the truth. And not going to make something up. Not going to, tuve trabajo, and which I did. And Frankie can attest to this. Frankie was actually here. I did get extra work. And I think right after Frankie left, I still did some more work. I literally made a good chunk of change late this afternoon. But it isn't the reason why I didn't go to church. But I was working. I mean, the real reason I didn't go to church was because I forgot. It just literally went out of my mind. So when I'm asked tomorrow, good evening, by Papa, what happened? I'm going to tell him the truth because the truth is still the truth. They may not like the truth. They may think, and in their mind, some of them may think, no, there's no way you could have forgotten. You just didn't want to go. That's not the truth. Because if I didn't want to go, I just wouldn't go. And I say that because a lot of the times, all we want is the truth. You know, we're big boys and girls. And what happens a lot of the time is that we don't get all the truth. We get what we want to hear. It's not the truth. Or we get something que se acomoda and that fits in as part of the narrative. And the example is I could say, if I was working, I made some money. I could show you where someone deposited some money into my Cash App. They deposited money into my Zeal account. So I did make money. That's not the real reason why I missed church tonight. And I make mention of that very quickly because I want to go buy some gushers at Walmart. Long story. I do want to go buy me some gushers at Walmart. But the reason I say that is because we can handle the truth. And being truthful individuals is a good thing. And sometimes I wonder where we lost that along the way. Because we were mostly raised down here by our grandmothers, you know, and our fathers. And tell us the truth. That's what they would say. Siempre diga la verdad. No sea persona mentirosa. And along the line, along the way, we sort of lost that. And and we start to make up stories, excuses, because we don't want to be perceived as individuals that just don't want to go to worship service on Thursday evening. A made up truth, a half truth, a fragmented truth is still a lie. It's not true. When you state something that is not completely factual because you expect to gain something from it, it's even worse. So this evening, I didn't go to church, but I didn't go to church because I just forgot.
Hang on, because I can't hear you.
Hello, 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 hello. That's what happens when you're away from the show, like for 6 months.
Can you hear me?
Hmm.
Okay, something's wrong. Let me try this again.
Out and in. See, that's what happens when someone's not part of the show for 6 months. And we're going to ask Maggie why she hasn't been a part of the show for this precise 6 months. And, she's got two options. She's either going to tell us the truth or she's going to make up some hogwash or try to fit the hogwash into her truth. But that's not what we want to hear. We just want to hear the truth. She's gone because the truth shall set you free. Welcome back, Maggie. She left. Hello, Maggie. Maggie. She left because she's such a. Hey there, pal. Buenas noches, Erasmo, Maggie. Hey, Nate. Good to see you, man. Friend, PUB has 135 million unaccounted for, and BISD has 50 million for the pack and 1.9 million accounted for, but both have clean financial audits. How? We're going to talk about that. And it's going to be something that I hope that Maggie comes back on. Susan is coming on, and they'll be able to share their opinions on it. And this is in part why I started off with talking about the truth. These awards uh, that they received, they're bought for by the entity that's conducting an audit or checking up on themselves. It reminds me of back when the city of Brownsville got the All American Award as for a city, and I was thinking like, wow, All American Award, and I said, wow, it's great. And then you come find out we spent like $50,000 for it. And recently, there were some social media awards, and I thought, and it said there, uh, nominate someone for best podcast, nominate someone for outstanding marketing, nominate someone for handsome and totally not fat. And I said, what the? So I clicked on it, and it said, yeah, give us the name, the web page, the website, all this other stuff. Yeah, and then kept on clicking, and it said $4,000. And I said, "Are you crazy? I'm not going to spend $4,000 on giving Erasmo Castro an award that I could just make for myself. Someone, please, out there, make me an award. I'll post it." So to my my meme people, go make me an award so I can post. But I ain't going to spend $4,000 on a damn award. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. So
Ya llegó la que por qué llorabas. Is that how the song goes?
no, I was telling people right before you were doing the in thing. I mean, it's been 6 months since you were last on.
It's been 1 month. Cálmate.
6 months, and this is why you don't have your camera set. This is why it's all wonky and stuff. But it'd be good to hear your truths or excuses in regards to why you hadn't come on.
Um, you want to
Fine.
hear my truths?
Not truth.
My reasons? They're not
Really?
excuses. They're reasons.
We want the truth. We don't want a made up story. The real reason.
The
No,
past 2 nights, honestly, I couldn't find the charger to my laptop because I was like, I'm on the show. Wait, I have a tendency to grab things and leave them somewhere else. And then Thanksgiving week was Thanksgiving week. Sorry, I was with my family. Recount week was recount week. But I do have notes. I took notes because you pissed me off one day. I'm like, what? And this is like from a month ago. You were talking about the recount, how the recount gives false hope, how the poor people can't afford it, and then this is my own take. But we'll talk about it right now.
uh, let me say. I was mentioning how I missed church. I don't know if you heard the first part of everything that I was saying. I missed church because I forgot that today was
I haven't
Thursday.
even watched your show.
I'm really shooting a finger right about now,
Sorry.
but and of course she freezes, of course. But no, I was talking about how I missed church. I missed church this afternoon because I just completely forgot it was Thursday. But I mean, it just blew my mind. I just forgot it was Thursday. And one of the things that I think it bothers me more than anything is with individuals, come and try to acomodar las cosas, put their little bits of truth in order to say, well, this is the reason, this is the
I'm listening.
truth. So
Can
have
you hear
truth.
me okay?
We can hear the rumbling.
Oh, it's because I was this.
Yeah.
Sorry, people. Sorry. It takes me a while to get back into sync. Go
Trying
ahead, Asma. Go.
comments, see, I'm trying, but Maggie's out there drumming her life away. What's the truth? Well, we're waiting for Maggie to really tell us the truth. Hello. I'm late. Yeah, you're late, and then you're asking for us to read the comments.
You're here on time, Lucy. I just got here too.
That award was crock of crap.
That's a good one.
It's called sweeping it under the rug and faking numbers. Yeah, then we're going to talk about the award.
Maggie!
Susan. Sorry.
Maggie's back.
I can't interrupt Erasmo right now because he's getting annoyed with me.
Ya que yo la que andaba ausente. So I heard high school is going down the tubes, teachers' tubes, leaving, administrators are leaving, morale's terrible. It's everywhere. And I think you're
Is
talking
that
about
Hannah?
no veterans. Oh, yeah, Hannah as well. Maggie, nice
I
to
thought
see
it was Hannah.
it's veterans as well. Leave her alone. No. Also heard an administrator probably didn't procedure on a discipline issue. The cat. We're going to talk about that. Read the comments. You get here late and then you're screaming at me. Like the page, people. Yeah, please listen to Lucy on that one. Let me see. It's been a little boring without you, Maggie. Oh, geez, thanks, Donnie. Appreciate you. Love you.
Wow.
Thanks, Bonnie.
And we cut out with the comments, I think. Controla, Maggie, Mr. Erasmo. I'm trying. And now we have the triple-headed spear. Trident. And Mike, you know what Trident is?
The spear, Triton is the king of the ocean.
I think it's
Triton
both high
spear.
schools. It's yeah, it's both had a point. But let me say again, welcome back, Mike. You know,
Thanks, Kayla.
and I was making mention that one of the things popped up where I could nominate someone to get these awards for social media, and I said, let me do that. So I said, I want to nominate myself. Since nobody else is out there thinking of doing that. And once I started to click on them, it would cost me like $4,000 for each nomination. And I said, are these people crazy? But that's what you do. You go out there and you nominate yourself for an award, and then you pay these boohoos of money, like we did for the All American Award, like the city of Brownsville got for being so financially stable, and like PUB did.
Whatever.
And out there bragging about this award, how financially great they're doing and stuff.
That was BISD.
It was PUB, Maggie.
PUB
No.
today.
Oh, I didn't see that. BISD last week announced that they got an A plus on the fiscal responsibility or something.
How the hell is that even possible? I mean,
Somebody from Edinburgh.
you're talking about a school district that lost $1.2 million because they got scammed.
That's what I was asking Rene. I mean, Dr. Gutierrez. Oh, no, I mean Rene.
Plus 53 million from the Performing Arts Center, plus another couple million that Celia stole, and they're financially okay. They get an award. PUB.
Well, if they're financially okay, they ought to give bigger bonuses, huh?
Oh, and here's the latest scoop I heard.
Look at Maggie started on bonuses.
You know how much? You know how much the scoop I heard is BISD is willing to give the teachers
For Christmas.
$500.
You heard it too?
How much?
500.
Well, at least it's matching Los Fresnos. Oh no, it's not.
No, Los Fresnos got 1,000,
1,500.
and Point Isabel got 1,800, and I just heard McAllen got 2,000. And my glasses are crooked because I buy Dollar Tree glasses and I can't fix them. But anyway,
There's a lot crooked on that side. But yeah, and the one that really, really, kicked me in the butt today was the PUB one. I'm going like, and did you read the comments out there, guys?
Oh, yeah.
My Lord, you're talking about people out there. And
They're awake. They're awake.
Yeah, they're on the same wavelength as we are. And we know what came to mind, Susan, is what Vito told us yesterday, Tuesday. What Vito told us Tuesday. It's just y'all three.
no, I saw that. Vito, no. That's another night I wanted to come out just so I could tell Vito, no, Vito, it's not just whatever three.
Actually, let's say exactly what he said, because I think Erasmo had said something along the lines of, "Are we going to see? What is it going to take to change something? What is it going to take to, to see something?" And he's, I don't know what Erasmo says, and Vito said, "Well, yeah, we can make change in masses when there's masses. In other words, masses of people, but it's just you three."
And then Erasmo lost it, right?
And that's when Erasmo lost it in the hallway of the city commission building.
No.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And see, this is one of the reasons why, and I was talking to Roman today, this is one of the reasons why I love running for office. Because once they start spurting out their bullcrap, you're right there in the fray, and you go out there like, bitch, and no, you didn't, right to their face. And it pissed me off. Because at the end of the day, these people think, well, there's three people going out to these meetings. There's only two people speaking because only Susan and I spoke. Yeah, we're doing okay. Read the comments on that PUB award.
I got on my phone to do that.
And let me tell you, individuals on there are not even friends of mine. They're not on my friends list. I saw some of the individuals there who don't necessarily like Erasmo, and I know it's kind of hard to find in the city of Brownsville people that don't like Erasmo.
It's because they like me.
And I actually, I actually take it as a compliment. I actually heard that today because every time I get stopped, people want to talk to me. They go like, "Erasmo, what the hell's when are we going to get our money from PUBE?" Everyone. I mean, these are. I mean, I ran into some workers from a UTRGV that were eating at the Oyster Bar because I had lunch at Oyster Bar with Roman. And I said, "Osmo, what about when are we going to get our money back?" And I said, "Guys, help me! I'm the only one out there fighting." You know what they said? They said, "No, Susan is helping you fight too. She's fighting too. We see all the time." We're like, "Damn!" But people, just because we're the loudest out there, it doesn't mean we're the only ones out there that are struggling. So I literally told Vito, I said, bro, there's 90 some thousand individuals. They're pissed, you know? And
Well, you can tell Vito that I did his job for him, so he can just take what I posted and he can just submit it to the next commissioner and the next CRC meeting and take credit for it.
For the proofreading.
No, I redid it. I actually revised the charter, and then I put the propositions up already.
Oh, I didn't even realize you had done all of that. Sorry, I didn't read through
Hey,
it.
Maggie.
I've been busy.
excuses, lies.
Hey, this BISD has consumed you.
And that's exactly what I told her. You and look, I'm going to say this because I've said it when she wasn't here. I'm going to say it again. You can't enclose yourself only with BISD, Maggie.
I can.
No, you can't. And I'm going to
I
tell you why.
You can do what you want, but you still have to read my post.
Yeah, let me finish.
I read the top and I like them a lot. Plus, cada loco con su tema.
Let me finish. No, it's not cada loco con tu tema. Let me finish. You don't seem to understand that on your shoulders there's a greater responsibility because people expect you on here bitching about everything that's going on in the city of Brownsville. Let me finish. Let me finish. It's not just me. And again, call this crazy or not, what we do is important. And when you te cierras en todo en BISD, people are going like, well, what about our needs? What about the individuals that don't have kids at BISD? What about the individuals that are getting taxed? And we're not even focusing on the tax part because Maggie's talking, ay, René, te quiero, René, te quiero, te quiero, te quiero, te quiero, René. And again, I mean, take it for what it's worth. People out there in the city of Brownsville, they want to hear your take on everything else that's going on, not just BISD. Because
speaking of BISD,
huh?
Speaking of BISD, you reposted the agenda. I saw that, or the agenda item. What was the last one about? About the removing the attorneys that are representing them?
Yeah, O'Hanlon. Because
When did you post that? I didn't see that.
Oh my gosh. It's those Dollar Tree glasses, Mackie.
Let me tell you. Let's see.
I know what to get her for Christmas.
I wonder if Commissioner at large, they represent all the city?
Where did he post? I saw the Pan Dulce content.
It's on my page. Welcome
on
back.
The right path. Is that it? No.
No, there's three.
So tell me about the attorney company, Erasmo. What's going on?
This is what happened. When they fired Baltasar Salazar, they actually went to get the attorneys that are cuates with Dr. Gutierrez, the O'Hanlon people, the same people that Dr. Gutierrez was using in Edinburgh, was the same ones that got picked to replace Baltasar Salazar. They should have never been picked. They weren't the best providers of services out there. And all you had to do was see that meeting where every single one of the individuals that that stated that they wanted to be the next attorneys for the BISD board. I mean, there was a group out there. The guy was also very, very handsome. I think they were from Gonzales or something. Those are the guys, and they were a national firm. Those are the guys that should have gotten it. But they gave it to O'Hanlon because of the direction that Rene Gutierrez was taking the board. And let me say, one of the things that I think Maggie is going to agree on, because she's all just BISD, is that Gutierrez basically just led the board completely. I mean, whatever Gutierrez wanted was what Eddie, Daniela, Denise, and Drew, no, not Drew, Prissy, that's what they did without questioning, without making sure that it was the best for our students and staff. Whatever Renee wanted, Renee got, and all they had to do was hide a lot of the little things, like board members having affairs with people at FNS. That now everyone knows about, even the spouse of the board's members that are having relationships with FNS.
Who are you talking about?
I'm not going to mention any names because I don't like, and I don't like to get into the marriage stuff. And if the spouse of the board individual, didn't know, I mean, gosh, come
What's
on,
FNS?
food
Food and
nutrition.
nutrition
Uh,
services.
But I don't like
That one I
to.
don't know.
I'll tell you after the show.
Okay.
I don't like to go into the marriage stuff, into the wedding stuff, but it all interferes because instead of doing their jobs, they're banging people up at FNS. Stop banging people up at FNS. Yeah.
Okay, now can I talk?
Yeah.
Yes, I know I totally got into the BISD thing, but it's because, look, dude, seriously, make faces at me because I let you speak. Cover your mouth. Yeah, I know, but you're like sitting there making faces at me. Yeah, stop it. You and Susan and the rest of the group have PUB. You understand it. You know exactly what's going on. No, espérame.
I
You
don't.
guys, and I totally support it. Hey, and I totally support it. I've been there, couple of meetings only, but I've been there whenever. Thank you, Luis. I've been there when I can, and I've been wanting to go to the meetings and have y'all's back. I just haven't had a chance. Two. Oh yeah, only $500. Ya se me fue la onda. I forgot what I was gonna say.
But I'm on BISD as well.
Oh no, I know what it was. Okay,
That's pretty.
so here's the thing. I just really wanted to get the new board, and I kept telling my family, give me until November 9th. Once the election is over and done with, I'm back to the house and back to the family and back to taking care of everybody. Yeah, I know some teachers who watch your show. So, and then Caballero didn't win, and I totally believe something's off. So I was for the recount, but whatever Mr. Caballero decided to do, I was gonna back him up. But then when he decided to do the recount, I was there to back him up, and then I got busy with Thanksgiving, and then stuff happens. Quit making your face at me. But a lot of those at the beginning when you guys were talking about PUB, when Kayla and Susan were on the show, I'd rather they be on the show and speak because they knew more about it and they could talk about it a lot better than I could. So then that kind of got started at the beginning. Don't make faces at me, Chihuahuas. At the beginning, when Susan and Kayla started coming in more, I wanted them to so that they could talk about PUB. But then it just gets easier to take care of my family and take care of the household and not come on the show. Does that make sense?
No.
So yes, I know I'm caught up with PUB. Yes, I care about Olive Brownsville and what's going on. But hey, dude, you even said the same thing. Because Lonnie, was it this morning or yesterday morning? I happened to catch a show where Lonnie said, now that the election is over, Maggie is done. And you said it yourself. This is hard to stay on top of this show and to be here. And Susan probably has figured it out now too. When you start getting on this show for an hour and a half every night, it takes up a lot of your time away from your family. And you know what? You can just kiss my ass because you don't listen to the rest of your family. You blow everybody else off.
But it's important.
No, I understand it's important. I'm pissed about the 31 bus stop covers coming in from Germany. Why Germany?
But it's important. It's important for your
No,
family.
absolutely. But Chingo, give me a break.
Well, yeah, we gave you 6 months break when you got the cease and desist letter. I told you that it was a bunch of crap. You got 6 months with the cease and desist letter.
That was a year ago.
I still remember. But no, let me say, one of the things that I mean, and I look, I understand you're still somewhat passionate about BISD. I love BISD, and I love my teachers out there. Thank you so much for reminding me, Mary. I love my teachers out there. I still want to place blame where blame is due, and a lot of the issues that the BISD is having in our community is having is because a lot of the teachers don't go out and vote. It's just simple as that.
Oh, and that's the other comment I want to say, because you're wrong on that one. I think a lot of teachers did go out and vote. This election especially. I think the problem is Denise has too many connections with the Joey Lopez and with the Omar Lucio side of the family and all of that. I think that's where the vote was off. I thought for sure there had been a mistake digitally when they typed it in, and I thought they had flipped the numbers for sure. Now that we saw for ourselves, our own eyes, that no, there actually were little dotted in votes for Denise. Now I still want to figure out what happened there, but I think I know what happened there is the Joey Lopez and Eddie Trevino and Omar Lucio side of the family.
Mhm.
I still think that they throw in boohoo's votes in there where they shouldn't be.
I'd like to believe that it's not the truth. But okay, so sorry, let me just do this, Susan, and then I'll let you guys chit chat. So here's my notes that I did because you pissed me off. You said that the recount was giving false hope. I totally disagree with you because so many people believed in it. And if you don't have hope, like
Okay.
seriously, if you don't have hope on stuff,
Yeah. Yeah.
hang on. So that was, I think, was wrong. The talk about PR.
Let's go first. Let's finish hope first. Let's do hope. It's
That
very,
no, hang on. Let me give you my whole because I'll lose my train of thought.
but you already have it written down on a damn no deed.
I'll still lose my train of thought. You were saying that the community was too poor to pay for the recount, and I wanted to tell you that you know what? People pitched in what they could. Some people pitched in $5, and that's all they could do, and that was fine. Some people pitched in $1,000, and that's what they can do, and that's fine. People did what they wanted to in what they believe in.
That's not what
And
I said.
then the thing about the recount is that's the beauty of the United States of America is that we don't have to take it with a jar of Vaseline when they give it to us. If we disagree with something, yeah, I know some of us prefer with a jar of Vaseline for $20, but some of us don't. Quit. And I know you're smirking. But that was the beauty. To sit and see the recount, as tiring as it was, because one day we were there 13 hours, it is beautiful to see all these people coming in, and Susan was there the first day, and conscientiously wanting to make sure they were doing the same thing, that they were doing the right thing, sorry, that they were counting, that they were being responsible, all of that. So that is to me the one of the most amazing things. And I had a friend who said, if they spend $40,000, what a total waste of $40,000. They can go to something else. But that's also the beauty of the United States is that we don't have to take it the way people in Mexico have to take it or have in the past. We don't have to take it the way people in China who are now standing up for it. I mean, it's just an amazing thing to be able to say, I don't think this was done right, and I have say.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let me go with the hope thing. It wasn't that, oh, it's hopeless. What I was concerned with is that a lot of individuals out there, you start to raise their hope. And this is why one of the reasons I wanted to tone everything down. Guys, don't get your expectations up to the point that a lot of individuals were trying to get their people's hopes up. Because what happens, Maggie, when is people start losing faith in the whole process, and they say, you know what? What's the point of going out to vote?
I
This is
understand.
this is one of the things that I've been dealing with for years because individuals go, "Erasmo, ¿para qué? ¿Para qué votamos? It's always the same thing."
I
And,
understand.
and,
However, when you ran, I had a lot of hope for when you ran. If
and
I had given up hope, I wouldn't have helped out with Caballero and Elizondo and Ortiz
that is one of
because I
the
would have said,
no, but that's one of the reasons why even after losing the race, I go out there and I continue to tell people, guys, I believe in the process. I've always said it. I mean, I've come out on the same nights that I've lost a race.
yeah,
Come out, can I've said, guys, don't lose hope, don't lose faith, and don't get any keep on fighting, keep on because I'm trying to encourage people to continue. I don't want people to do so. This is one of the things that and we mentioned this before with Marisa against Minerva Leal situation. I'd say, guys, don't inflate the matter to the point where people are going to go like, oh, because and I love Marisa. She knows I love her, but she was going like, oh, it's coming, and then a lot of people, Maggie, you saw it. A lot of people were like, oh, it's coming, it's
I
coming,
was one of them.
and de repente what? Ah,
Nothing. No, I was one of them. And
that was
from what I've heard is that it's coming makes me think of Jessica. I've been hearing that Jessica's like, I got a surprise for this new meeting. Here it comes. And she's told multiple people who've called me up and said, hey, guess what Jessica said? That she's got a big surprise for everybody. She's got something in the works.
and nothing. And that's
So
my
I was
concern.
thinking $1,500.
I I don't want people
Hey, Yasmin.
I don't want people out there, tripping out and believing that there's going to be this great. And this is one of the things that I wanted to caution individuals with the recount, guys. Hold on. Let's go through the process. Let's find out. But don't think, oh no, that's it. Because, and I'm going to say this because individuals are saying, hey, people inside the elections office, they're even saying that, okay, there was chanchuque. So yeah, yeah, yeah. We're glad that y'all are doing the recount. And I told people, calm down. Let's wait. Let's go through the process. I believe in the process. I believe in the whole process, but I don't want to raise the community's hopes up to saying like, no, va a cambiar, va a voltearse, todo va a estar, and then nothing happens. Which is what
Yeah, but
happened.
I still think you can't tell people to lose hope.
That was my deal with hope. In regards to it being the American, it is the American way. In regards to the money thing, let me tell you, people are struggling, and
So people gave what they could, and I had people who said, I can't afford it right now. No problem.
that's great.
And I don't think Victor expected it either.
No,
Victor
no,
took financial responsibility for his decisions.
yeah, and he was willing. And again, I commend a lot of people out there that the people are out there expecting. Victor, I had a small conversation with Victor. Victor said, you know what? If no one donates, I'm going to go out there and foot the bill for it.
Mhm.
And oh crap, I'm calling people. I don't even know who the hell I'm calling. Oh, and that's commendable.
Susan and I go, hello.
My issue is, just not be expecting a lot of stuff from individuals that are right now hurting in that respect. But again, I'm glad, and I agree with you. This American process, American way. More power to. I thanked him. I applaud him for doing it. At least we could come back and say, hey, the process works. The process works. But
To a certain degree.
huh?
To a certain degree, because Denise by no means is the better person run for that position than Mr. Caballero.
Neither is Eddie Trevino.
Mm-mm.
And
There's a couple of other people.
this is what really, and neither is Joey Lopez, but this is what really pisses me off about our community. And again, this is what really superbly pisses me off about uh, the, um, the Republican Party. And this is one of the reasons why the Republican Party continues to shoot themselves in the foot because they're not united, they're not working together. Uh, I think Roman was the one that posted 3,700 Republicans didn't come out to vote.
Mhm.
In just here, 3,700. That would have made a difference in Carlos Casco's race.
Yep.
It would have made a difference in my race. But 3,000, I think he put 3,450 something Republicans didn't vote. Keep on shooting yourself in the foot. Oh, because I don't like Carlos Cascos. Oh, because he left office. Oh, because it's not the point. You're looking at someone that's ripping you off, stole or made millions off the poorest community in the country, and you're going to award him by making him county judge again. You got Joey Lopez, who's out there, making boohoo's of cash off of contracts out there. You're going to reward him again, by making him county judge again. So it's unfortunate, but I put more blame on the Republican Party than anybody else. The Republican Party needs to get their crap together, needs to start uniting, needs to stop the bickering, needs to start working together. If not, there's just absolutely no hope for anyone other than the individuals who are part of the corrupt political machine to get into office. It's just no hope. There's too much infighting. Maggie, he really missed you and is still in the closet about how depressed he was when you were gone. Uh,
I know he loves me. I don't know why. I don't get it. I know you miss me. I don't know why. Don't make me this. You miss me like you miss a bad case of.
gonorrhea?
I was gonna say herpes. I don't know. That's a big thing that came to mind too. A bad case of the itches.
Syphilis? Now,
So it's like, and here we go. The conversation's going downhill.
someone actually brought a crap load of books for you.
Oh, okay, good. Thank
Crap,
you.
A crap load of what?
crap
Books.
load of books.
Oh, books.
So,
There's 25 little free libraries in Brownsville. I was so impressed. Little
What?
cities, 25. Not all of them are up and running, and not all of them are ideal, but I sat down with the librarian from Southmost Library, the Southmost branch, and a lady from Parks and Recreation. I can't remember what her name is. Thank you, Keith. um they um they started going around, driving around, Manish and wife. Managed, but which one is of us is managed? Because right now you said bro. So um they started driving around once a month, updating the libraries, and they knew about some that I didn't know about, so we sat down and made a list, and I'm surprised there's 25. So there's a really nice one at the courthouse.
Really?
oh, I
And
heard
is it like pick up the book, it's yours now, or is it a
bring back,
That
your
that's
system?
pretty much
Or,
what little free libraries are about. It's
borrow it and bring it back.
no, it's not.
really?
Those are no, they're not little lending libraries. Some people call them that, but it's little free libraries is what it is. If you Google it, you'll find the organization. It's and what they would do is they would say take a book, leave a book.
Right, yeah. Like the
So
little mailboxes at your house that you can put up that has the little library, right? There's like a
that's what it is. Yeah.
yeah, okay.
So there's 25 of them. There's a really cute one that the who's on the third floor of the county courthouse. I mean, yeah, the county courthouse.
One on Levy Street.
No, the one where we were doing the recount.
Oh, you have the judicial.
Oh yeah.
Who's on the third floor? The
All the JPs, no?
No, the third
No?
floor. That's on. Those are on Levy. The JPs are on second floor. Third floor is Sylvia Garza Perez on
Oh.
Levy Street.
it no, but it's not. No, where did I go?
To
Harrison, didn't
the
I?
judicial courthouse.
I went to the Harrison one,
Yeah, the judicial.
and they told me the person that's on the third floor.
The judges, judicial courts.
But there's another. It's somebody else. Secretary. Look at your face.
There's
I'm
no
just-
secretary. There's Laura Perez Reyes is on the second floor. She's the district clerk.
That's what it is. The district clerk.
Second
I thought
floor.
they said third floor. I think she's the one who got it together, the little free library.
Laura Perez Reyes.
Or maybe there's a person before that. I thought they said it was the district clerk's office is the one who got it, and it's at the entrance. You know where you walk in and the cops are there and they're checking you,
Yeah.
and you go around the elevator to the
Yeah.
exit on that side. It's cute little Dr. Seuss looking one. So if you have any books to drop off, and what I heard was they were doing it pre-COVID. They were doing it for when the kids come in for family court.
Oh yeah, family court.
Then they were having them. They had that there for the kids to enter, for the kids to pick up something and to entertain themselves and to give them something.
100%. Yeah, I didn't know that they had done it. I'm not sure if she did it or Eric Garza did it while he was the district clerk. But yeah, either one. It's a great thing to have. I believe in little libraries. I think it was my idea before Maggie's. But PUB. No, I think one of the things that I'm ecstatic about this whole week is that I'm getting my $2.
My $2. Hey,
$2.
I have a problem with dopehead lesbian. I'm okay if you say an American who hates America, which I haven't seen that.
She does.
I do have a problem with who we traded for.
Oh,
There
yeah.
was, and it's not the other one that they've been talking about that got left behind, the Marine. The one I have a problem with also that got left behind was the teacher.
It's fine. But let me say, and I think a lot of people have been pussyfooting around with this thing because they're afraid to say it. You know, I'm pissed off that this individual probably covers the whole spectrum of all the minorities and all the segregated because she is African American, she is
Female.
female,
Gay.
she is gay, she is a drug user, You know, she covers like every single base out there. So it's like if you say anything, you're either racist, you're homophobic, like
Okay, but now let me say this:
someone gets accused of.
she
You're,
is.
you're,
You're a drug user.
huh?
You're a drug user,
Oh yeah, oh, yeah.
and you might could be gay. We don't care.
My,
And you're Latino.
That dentist.
my dentist is now very upset with you. He just sent me a
Oh,
message right now.
see, you've already messed it up.
Me
Nice.
or with you?
No, no. Way to go, Erasmo. Way to go.
Yeah, my dentist is pissed.
This
I,
what I have to say about this is she broke the law. That's the bottom line.
yeah,
She broke the law.
she knew better. And look, anyone that's going into and look, one of the things that I mean, look, I've been to a socialist country. I've been to Colombia. I've been to Peru, and every single time I go there, I make sure of what I can and cannot do. If I can take some ointments, if I could take some painkillers or some whatever that I'm taking with me, I make sure that I follow the process. And I don't want to get arrested in Cuba, you know, and I don't want to get arrested in Colombia or Peru or even Mexico and menos Ecuador. So you do a little research before you go into a foreign country and you make sure, you know, she knew she couldn't be smoking that.
Yep.
She knew.
I just remember the Marine got arrested for getting drunk and mouthing off, right?
Something like that.
That's what he was there for. Because I was thinking, I was confusing him with the teacher. The teacher that got arrested was because he also had pot. And I think his was like medical, whatever. I don't know. I just think, one, we got ripped off for the person we gave up.
Yeah, but the whole country's been getting ripped off throughout this whole Biden administration.
And I know. And two, haven't we always been that we don't trade? So a comment that was made was on Fox News, it's open, what is it? Open season on Americans in these countries because
Yeah. I mean, and for me, I do a lot of traveling. I don't know if y'all noticed this. You know, now it's I'm serious.
Maggie, I mean, he's always at the shows.
I know, right? Seems like he doesn't have anything else to do.
Never
It's
seen him travel.
it's scary for me to plan on going to Egypt. You know, what am I going to get, you know, arrested or taken in and held hostages in order to, you know, for that country to get somebody back? So it places a lot of individuals in danger. You know, they shouldn't be having feet to feel the pressure of being in danger. I mean, just because she covers every single spectrum of the minority, the you know, the gay, the everything. I mean, just because of that, you shouldn't offer an arms dealer for someone like that. You know, just because
Oh, so you're saying
all the boxes they checked.
because she got all those, she was special to us because we got one of our biggest minorities back. That's what you guys have been saying.
Special to who?
Well, to the United States, like that's what you mean. Like that's why she was valued. Is that what you're saying, Susan? Or is that what he said? You said?
No, I didn't say that. He's kind of leaning that way. I'm saying that she shouldn't have been traded at all. She broke the law. She needs to do whatever time she has to do. If anybody goes to any other country or comes here and breaks the law, they need to do the time. It doesn't matter what color you are, what race, what sexuality, you know, any of that. Doesn't matter. You're a criminal. You broke the law. Bottom line.
If I get arrested, so, whoever is president better get my butt out of jail or whatever country I'm at.
I don't think you're going to be at the top of the priority list. I hate to tell you that.
That's not very
Or,
good.
you know, if they were going to trade, then maybe she needs to do the time here. Is she going to be punished here? Or is she just free now?
No, she's free.
You see? And there's others that are over there too that, I mean, like you say, I haven't kept up with what they've done. But compared to what we trade, you know, an arms dealer, that's pretty serious stuff right there.
And if you're going to start trading people, we have a lot of journalists, American journalists that have been taken in other countries.
Mm-hmm.
That I think their only crime was being a journalist in another country.
Well, they need to take more people from MSNBC News and CNN.
To trade them?
No, they just need to take them and leave them there in other countries. They're completely worthless. Have y'all seen MSNBC News? My
I
No,
don't
God,
even watch
don't.
it anymore.
it's
I
horrible.
stopped watching that a long time ago.
I've never watched it.
Horrible. Um, there was a raid today, this morning, by the FBI here in the city of Brownsville at a doctor's house. Can't remember the doctor's name and stuff. A lot of people have been asking me throughout the day. I said I don't have that other information except that it was a doctor's house. It might be related to the transmigrante movement that's happening up here, guys. It's crazy. But one of the things that someone asked me today said, Erasmo, es que, the cartels are very prevalent in Brownsville. I go like, yeah, I've been saying that for years. Someone actually, somebody up from Austin called me today and said, Erasmo, what, we're just finding out that the cartels are in Brownsville. I'm going like, you're just finding out? You're at the state level, at the Capitol.
Not even.
I'm not even joking, Maggie. And I said, you're just finding out? I've been screaming about the cartels being at BISD. You thought I was joking? Not joking. Cartels being in Brownsville. Look at all the assassinations that we've had recently that have been kind of, on the crazy side. It's all connected.
UT Brownsville stopped letting their professors travel 15 years ago. 15, when we were building our house, that's when I remember that they told them they couldn't travel to Mexico anymore because of the cartel issues.
Well, cartels are not just in Mexico. They're in Brownsville, Texas.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying, like, that's never mind. You're right. I'm talking about Mexico and it's actually here, but you're right. Go ahead.
They're here. They're in Hidalgo like crazy. They're all over this place. And again, part of the reason that we have so much crime that does not get reported, because if y'all remember, recently we received another one of these safest cities, declarations by, we don't have hardly any crime out here. And again, just because there's crime that's not reported doesn't mean that we don't have any crime. It's a lot of crime. Unfortunately for us, a lot of people at the Brownsville Police Department, our local law enforcement, they'd rather give citations to individuals that are out there feeding stray cats.
Oh my gosh.
What was that one about? I missed it. Like I saw your post, but I was kind of scrolling quickly. Who got a citation for feeding stray cats?
Someone in the city of Brownsville.
And they send you a picture of it?
It was a warning for feeding stray cats. And I called them this morning. They go, well, there is an ordinance. I go like, yeah, guys, but are there not, you know,
What harm are they doing? Susan, I do appreciate the fact that you've kind of stepped into my place because you keep going like, Maggie, you don't know? Appreciate it. Because you've been here for him. You've been here to support him and listen to him. And I do appreciate it.
See what you put me through? Look what you put me through, Maggie.
I know, but I
maybe
appreciate it.
you should make Maggie pay those $2.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a $2 bill in my pocket. I can give it to you.
County clerk is on Harrison, and county clerk is on Levy, and the district clerk is on Harrison.
Okay, district clerk.
Maybe that talks a lot or not. Yeah.
I do.
¿Qué le hiciste antes? Denson and I are back to talking. We're good. He's coming this weekend.
Like 10
Really?
minutes ago, you
Here?
pissed him off.
Huh?
You gonna get to meet him?
Yeah. If you want, we're gonna you can have dinner with us on Saturday.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Wait, is he only Spanish speaking? Because I have to polish up on that.
No, he speaks English.
Oh, cool.
But 10 minutes ago, you said he was pissed at you.
No, he was pissed at me at the start of the week. I was actually pissed at him. It's kind of a weird story because there was a lack of communication. He had a party for his son, and he said that he invited me, but I said no, and I don't think that he did. So I got pissed. But I'm okay with him now. So Saturday, you're invited. I think Kayla and Carlo are going to join us, so that'd be cool. And Maggie, if you want, you never want to go out with us anyway. And yeah, sure, Susan, you could meet the dentist. And the kids, you'll have the kids with them. We're back. We're okay. The deal was you get one or you get none. So that's why they released her.
That's what I thought.
That
They were going to get both, and then Putin decided to do something else.
You're gonna say her as a hero? Yeah, it's ridiculous. Dr. Almeida. That's the doctor that got his house
Yeah.
raided. I don't know if
I don't know if he lives at that house because he had a house in Jacaranda. So I don't know if that's his house or if he was just renting it or if he moved over there.
or stored
Mhm.
records there. I don't know what the exact issue with the raid was, but let me tell you, it's so sad that you got individuals that are set. They're doctors. Why do you have to continue to delve into stuff that you shouldn't be delving into?
Mhm.
I mean, it's like Eddie Trevino and all these people. I mean, they get a cushy little check for doing nothing.
I
They,
was gonna say something else, but I didn't want to be accused of only focusing on BSD. I held back. I held back.
a miracle. Uh, so Susan,
Phoebe.
am I right, or have I been right?
No, we still have what, 6 more meetings. I'm holding my $2 bill until the 6th meeting.
What was the bet? Can
I,
you read since I missed it?
my bet with Susan's $2 bill was that there was not going to be any significant change to the charter. Zen, zero,
I
nothing. That
have it has to be the 3 changes that I want. Everybody wants, but the ones that I posted.
it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Well, it's because we're already halfway through the whole process, and I've seen your comments, and I can tell that you're frustrated, and going like, "I'm getting my $2 bill ready, damn it."
Yeah.
Because and look, and one of the things that I think I get accused a lot of is that, oh, that's why you're just trying to be negative about everything. No, it's just I know them already. I know how they work, and it irritates the crap out of me. You
I
know,
was so hopeful with that committee.
I was hopeful too. I was going like, we're going on the right. And look, and I actually felt bad because I sort and I told Carlo and Kayla this. I kind of felt bad because I feel like I set them up. I set them up, and I set well, not and ended up to a certain degree in regards to, hey, and I had even mentioned having Susan on there because it would have been the right thing to do.
Did you
Get
give
someone
them false hope?
get someone that disagrees with you,
Mm-hmm.
appoint them on there.
Mm-hmm.
Someone that isn't your buddy, and he met Commissioner Los Santos met with Carlo
Edit,
Vela
Carlo?
with Eder, and I thought, and then he appoints this guy that's Tony Martinez's business partner, law partner,
Yeah, that's disappointing.
and at that point I said, nah, that's it, nothing's gonna happen, a bunch of crap, and then we get a bunch of crap, and then we get the meetings out
The
there,
meetings are so bad.
bad.
And I mean bad. Embarrassing bad.
I need to start going with you.
You don't have to look at it on YouTube.
I haven't had a chance.
You'll be so frustrated when you watch it. This last meeting, so bad.
Okay.
It's horrible, and and again, it's one of those things that you want to believe that something good is going to come from it. I want to believe that something great is going to come from it,
Mm-hmm.
but after a couple of those little things, I go, like, nope, we're back to square one. We're back to where we've always been, and that's why I made mention nothing's going to change, nothing's going to happen. Let me tell you, we're not going to get a dollar back. I don't care how much they go out there and say that, we're allocating these funds. I can almost guarantee you we're not going to get anything back. Nothing.
You want to bet another $2 bill?
Huh?
You want to bet another $2 bill?
I'll bet you a $2 bill that if they actually give out checks, they're going to be checks for under $100.
Per person?
No, per household.
I mean, yeah, per household, per account.
Well, 29, well, 40 million divided by 52,000. Well, if let me see. Let me do my calculations first. Because I think that was going to be like like a $300, no?
I almost guarantee you it's going to be less than $100. They're going to say we gave you all back there to ask money.
Yeah, that's
Divided by how
750.
many? By 52,000,
So you
you said?
you want to you want to bet that the checks are going to be less than 100? If it's more than 100, you owe me $2.
Yeah,
Okay. Does it have to be a check or can it be credit?
no check.
I don't know that they're going to do that. I think they're going to give credit, and I would be okay with that.
No, I would not, and I'll tell you why. Because they're going to do exactly the same thing, and mark my word, they're going to do exactly the same thing that they do at the furniture store. All they have to do, Susan, is up your bill by $200, and then
They
tell
can't do that though.
you that,
Without the commission's vote, they can't do that.
Susan, they've been doing this all along without the commissioner even putting it, because they didn't have to go to the commission to do it. I mean, take into consideration, they don't even read your meters anymore. I mean, how many individuals out there in the city of Brownsville have stated that they don't even read our meters anymore? They just go and you decide what they're going to bill you. So, what whoopla if they decide all of a sudden say, "Well, you spent $200 more this month." How could you negate it? You can't.
Well, if you're talking about the 29 million and they have the 29 million in a checking account right now, I don't think the city does have their 11 million. But if you're talking about the 29 million, what would that divide out to? 29 million if they were going to redo a refund check? That's real
Like about
difficult. That's
$500.
real, that's real difficult for them to do because these people that had, well, they would have to do the ones that for sure they could find and get a hold of and still have services probably first.
Kayla likes your dentist.
Yeah,
Here, are
yeah,
you caught up with the comments?
And
yeah.
it's still 500. So,
How much?
I'll bet you 200. I mean 200. I bet you a $2 bill,
On 100 or less.
100 or less.
Got it.
Check.
That's another two hundred
All
dollar
right.
bill. We'll see. And
And Susan thinks 101 or more.
I don't have
Mhm.
faith in these people. Feeding the stray cat citation is similar to the administration's getting after teachers for wearing jeans, while the discipline and drug problems at the high school campuses are rampant. What do you
Mhm.
what do you think about what do you what's your name? Maggie? I forgot your name. You haven't been on the show for like 6 months. Um,
I mean,
what's your take on the veterans covering up the drowning of the kitty?
disgusting that that it's a cover up.
It's a
Because
big.
from what I've heard, it is a cover up.
I
But
think it's a huge
Seems
issue.
like that's a little thing for veterans. No, they keep covering up stuff.
yeah,
I mean, it's just one after another, after another, after another. Let me tell you this. I'm a cat lover. I'm a pet lover, but I'm more concerned about the psyche of these individuals, because
yes,
anyone out there that actually goes and harms a small little kitten or a small little animal, there are other tendencies there that need to be looked at. My
Mhm.
concern is if you start placating these things, going back into the crime numbers, if you start throwing all this stuff under the rug,
mhm,
you're never going to get to the root of the problem. We need to know the truth. The
Mhm.
community needs to know the truth. The school needs to know the truth, to the
Mhm.
point that they'll know that there are consequences for inappropriate actions.
mhm.
But there shouldn't be consequences for people feeding stray cats. This is what really the irony of it all. We've got an individual that's feeding stray cats, and they get a citation. We get an individual that are shoving kittens down the toilet, and they get a pass. And they get a pass. And it's indicative of the big problem in our community, because you've got individuals that lied, cheated, and stole, and they get 2 months vacation, and they'll be back in 10 days.
And they got reelected.
And others got reelected. Nothing's going to happen to Brugiak. He's coming back. Nothing's going to happen to Brugiak. He's coming back to his position. But if you steal a pen from the Chase Bank through the drive-through, which I do regularly, you're going to jail. You know,
Yeah,
and it's indicative of what is so wrong with this community. because nothing is going to happen to these people. There are no consequences for them, but there will be consequences for us if uh, if we have a raffle per se.
So now they know who the kids are, though.
Yeah,
Correct. Okay.
yeah, they know who the kids are, and but again,
Two
uh,
girls.
yeah,
That's what I had heard also. And I told my kid they should get sent to jail or do time or something. And my kid right away said they should get to sent to a mental hospital
yeah,
because that's the bigger issue. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And I had somebody call me and say, "Are you going to call veterans and say anything about this?" And I'm like, I hadn't thought about it. And they said, "I don't want these people. If this is how they're treating animals, I don't want these people around my child because what else are they going to do?" I mean, and we've seen it. It's not like we're making up stuff as we're going here. From Columbine until now, we've seen it.
Yeah.
From Jeffrey Dahmer to now, we've seen this.
And the problem is if we keep on que te valga,
Mm-hmm.
déjalos, you
Mm-hmm.
know, es puro chisme. No, let me tell you, a lot of stuff, and this is what Maggie needs to understand. She doesn't. That's why what we do is so important. Because if Susan wasn't out there screaming out, at the top of her lungs, writing these half-ass speeches, she'd write better speeches
I need a new pin.
if she'd come pick up the damn pens that I brought her from Mexico. I brought her 2 pens from Mexico. She has not even, taken the time to come pick the damn pens up. This
She's
Saturday,
busy.
this
So busy.
this Saturday, I'm going to take the pens with me in the evening when we go have a dinner together. I'm going to take the damn pens. You better take the damn pens. Maybe start writing some good speeches. But if it wasn't for individuals screaming at the top of their lungs, how much more stuff would they want to get away with?
I completely agree with you. And so don't berate me for saying, "Dear Renee, here are the issues that are being brought forth by the community." And
But
don't berate me for taking some time off every once in a while to take care of my own family.
too much time off. You too much time off. I don't berate you. There's no one, Maggie. You're not going to go after Rene and the issues with BISD any stronger than I am.
I don't think so. I think we've switched on that.
You
I think the seesaw is moving.
didn't even know about the FNS chick.
I know. That's what you need to. Okay, so here's the other one that I heard, and I thought that's
What that already narrows it down right there. So if it's an FNS chick, then that means it's the husband of one of the board members.
Oh, wait. But
Yeah.
now, what about equal marriage? What about same-sex marriage?
No, but none of the ones on the board member are gay. I know that.
Okay, Noah.
You thought Rishi and Drew were straight?
Chrissy, they're married. They have husbands, don't they?
That doesn't mean anything. I don't think.
Hey, Susan.
But yes, but what I'm saying is if they're married right now to a husband and it's an FNS chick,
You can have a sexual relationship with a chick.
I very seriously doubt that's what's going on. But
I don't think so either. But I'm with
now
what
I'm questioning myself. But okay,
Lonnie. Go back, Lonnie. Veterans and Hannah. Those are the ones. Well, I heard Hannah. He heard veterans.
They're both.
Both of them.
You know, work at great living to advance the rise of power, but you still end up cheating, stealing, and lying for what? To get fancy, costly title, but you're still trash.
Hey, so this is the other thing I'd heard that if talking about FNS, that some of the FNS workers at an elementary came out COVID positive, and the manager wouldn't let them go home because they needed help. They needed help serving the kids.
They tested positive for what? For COVID?
COVID, yeah, sorry.
COVID doesn't even exist anymore.
Well,
It's over.
haven't you seen the news? We need to be wearing our masks more.
Not, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
which
that's
news? MSNBC,
huh?
MSNBC, or what?
Or CNN
Yeah, nice.
or ABC News. Ooh, did you see that one also on ABC News? The two anchors that got removed from the show.
Oh yeah, I heard about it. I didn't see it, but heard.
Yeah. So anyway, yes, but I have noticed. It seems to me, and I stopped wearing a mask, and I was a mask wearer. It seems to me a lot more people are wearing masks out in public. Are you? Have you noticed that or no?
I haven't.
You know, I'll run into now. It's so weird because you run into, I've seen a lot of high school kids wearing masks, and I'm looking at them going like,
Hmm?
oh.
Yeah, high school kids surprised me too.
So I think that there's still some parents out there like, "Ponte la máscara." We're like, yes. So last year,
Whatever.
most of the money energy source comes they could have paid for. That's crazy. Most serial killers started off killing little animals.
Hmm.
The ones I know, yeah.
Absolutely right.
Ujak salaries twice of the U.S. president, more than UK prime minister and the princess of Spain.
Ooh, imagine Rene Gutierrez' salary.
That's what I was gonna say. Rene Gutierrez is even more than that, right? Oh, I
Yep,
sorry. I want to bring up BISD again.
yep, he's way more than that.
Who are we talking about? Wait, go back to this one. Um, who are we talking about on what, Lonnie? Because I think you've asked before what names. We're not giving names, and I'm trying to figure out because we've done so many stories. Go, Erasmo.
Perfect. Itoria Elementary is a crappy school. I even messaged Annette. I emailed PIC to complain about the school and all they were doing, and yet they kept blocking me, putting their posts on Facebook private. Should I just move them to idea? Yeah, you have choice. Unlike the residents of Brownsville, we don't have a choice. But look, if you're upset with the school, get them out of there.
Take them out.
Take them to charter. If you're upset with your apartment complex not fixing your air conditioner, move, leave. Unfortunately for us here in the city of Brownsville,
PUB is the only.
we don't have that choice. Charmaine Lane residents, yeah, that guy. Companies don't let people off for COVID anymore. It's no more than a common cold. Told you, Maggie.
So the schools are not letting you go home anymore. Well, they're not giving you the days, right?
No. What about?
Coaches,
Have you
what
heard?
coaches?
Have you heard about the coach from Lopez, the one that was out there sexting to all the?
Oh yeah,
Have you heard what's happened to him?
he's on leave, unpaid leave.
Is it unpaid?
No, unpaid leave. Paid.
I heard it was paid.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Paid leave.
Oh, okay.
Erasmo, what are you doing?
I'm getting lost pet post. The only thing is, why haven't you apologized to the community for taking our money? And like, people are pissed. Uh,
You keep going, Susan.
Even on what is it, El Ron Ron or Montoya? Is it the same person? They posted about this raid, allegedly with Almeida, and the comments are all about PUB, not even related. They're just so mad at PUB. It's all about PUB.
well, again, I think that a lot of times when these things with like the this award that they got, it just infuriates people more.
They didn't get an award. They paid for a piece of paper.
Well, yeah, I
You
know.
have to be a member. I looked it up. You have to be a member in order to even apply, and you apply for the award.
I love the research you do, Susan.
You have to fill out an application, and if you're not a member, then you have to still pair up with a member. It costs them about probably $1,500 a year to be a member of that.
I
So,
think you missed your calling, Susan.
uh-oh.
So this award that they received, got is that I think it just infuriated a lot of people out there. And my issue is, these people like don't get it. Do they really have the veto syndrome that they really think that it's only three people that are upset with PUB? You know,
And it's not veto. By the
the,
way, we have to say it again.
the veto syndrome. I mean, do they really think that people are okay and happy about this whole thing? And
Well, doesn't Renee really think not a lot of people are angry? Oh wait, I brought BIC back in. Sorry about that.
it's so strange.
that guy actually seems like he's oblivious.
Mm-hmm.
He seems like he walks around with unicorns and rainbows everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Holding hands with Denise. Mm-hmm.
Denise.
Not in a romantic way. I just meant like Lottie da
Mhm.
skipping through the daisies. But go on.
We're actually meeting tomorrow at 4 o'clock at my office. So if anyone wants to stop by, we're having the
Can I
conversation.
zoom?
Yeah, y'all can join via Zoom if you want. I mean, I I think it's kind of crappy to join via Zoom. I'm going to have it like in this type of platform for it'll be private for us. So if anyone wants to join from their home, they can join. I don't care. Or you can come to the office too if you want. It'd be kind of fun. You start getting my $2 bills, guys. Good evening. It's already one man. Time did go by. See, this is what happens. Time goes by fast when y'all are on. Damn it, guys. It's see you tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock in the morning. Guys, be good to each other. Continue to be good to me. God bless.